Hello and welcome to my review of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. But before I get into the review, I have to say a spoiler alert for this movie, so consider yourselves warned on all things spoilers. Second thing is, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button if you enjoy this review and want to see more videos like this in the future. With that being said, let's get into it. So the summer is upon us, and with it comes our first big movie, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Same director as the first one, James Gunn, does an amazing job, and pretty much everybody comes back for it. First thing off, though, is it good? Yeah, I don't understand why people are getting mad at critics for saying it's not good. I don't understand that. It's good, and from what I know, all the other critics are saying it's good. They're just saying it's not as good as the first one. In the comparison to the first one, I think that the soundtrack for the first one was better than the second one. And so for me, I feel like that first one was just, it was, to me, the music made that first one better than this one, but that's not taking away anything from the soundtrack for this movie. I think that the soundtrack in this movie is really good. I feel like it works very well for the movie and with the movie to enhance the movie. The premise, the another thing that differs from this one and the first one is that in the first one you're kind of taking an adventure with these characters, and you're kind of going all around the galaxy. In that first one, you're jumping from Xandar to that first planet, or you're going from the first planet to the middle of space, or you're going to nowhere, the big celestial head, and then to Xandar and to Thanos' place. It literally says unknown, like area unknown for when you show up at Thanos' place. So that one was really jumping around the galaxy or the universe, I guess. And this one is more of staying in that same spot of Ego's planet. And that's the thing that I think is different. And I kind of like the first one more in that sense that you get. I know it's a setup. I mean, it's not a setup movie, but it sets up the universe very well by giving you a wide range of planets and places to go in that first one. Whereas this one, it kind of like let's calm down. Let's get down to this same location for a good bit of the movie. This movie follows the same theme as the first one, in my opinion, and the first one is all about family and this group of ragtag people coming together as a family and forming the Guardians of the Galaxy, and Star-Lord having the issues with his mom and the fact that he was taken away from her. And in this one, it really picks up on that, and we come to find Star-Lord's dad. And Kurt Russell playing Ego the Living Planet is in my opinion, he's good. He's not a great villain, but he's really good at playing a person who really, it seems like he really cares about Star-Lord in the movie, and I think that that's something that Kurt Russell did very well. And I did guess like 2 minutes before it happened, I guessed that Ego caused Star-Lord's mom to die. I guess that so it's not like the movie telegraphed it to me. It wasn't that, it wasn't a lot of time in between when I guessed that and when it actually happened. I guessed it a little bit early, but it was still a good payoff to have that revelation to us. And all the performances, in my opinion, are really good in this movie. I feel like Michael Rooker absolutely steals the show. Him as Yondu is really, really good in this movie. He has a great dynamic with Rocket, how they're kind of, they're the same person in that people, the people who made them, pretty much, Yondu's parents and the scientists that took apart and reassembled Rocket, like, they both got the short end of the stick in the beginning of their lives, and it was just like, it was a great dynamic between them two. And oh man, I was half expecting Yondu to live, but I felt like it was something that Marvel did. Like, usually Marvel doesn't kill off their characters, they just don't. And this one, when he died, and then I was like, wait, is he still alive? And then it cut to black. I was like, okay, no, he's he's not going to live this. And I thought it was a good choice by them to actually kill off a character, and it gave the audience, myself included, it was a heartbreaking moment because that character was so cool during the movie. Also, like, not to be outdone, Dave Bautista as Drax is like very, very good in this movie. I think he's the second best performance in my opinion, and he's really, really funny in this movie. Some of the jokes with him, pretty much all the jokes with Drax, I think, landed for me. There were some other jokes that didn't land for some other characters, but all of Drax, all of Dave Bautista was a-okay. All in all, I think this is a really good movie, and I think it's really fun. While I didn't enjoy, I didn't enjoy it as much as I enjoyed the first one, still, that doesn't take away anything from this movie. I feel like this movie had really cool new additional characters, and it also built upon our pre-existing characters. Whether you're talking about Star-Lord with his dad or Rocket with Yondu, their growth as the two characters and their dynamic with each other was just really cool. I liked the additions of Mantis. Ego was fun. I liked Kurt Russell. I thought that we were gonna get into like too hokey of it would have been too hokey to have some of the things that they were doing, like him and Star-Lord, they were gods, and I enjoyed that they killed off Ego, so that that godlike presence is not there anymore, and that took away Star-Lord's powers. I felt like if Star-Lord even had if Star-Lord had those powers after this movie, I felt like it would have been, he could take out Thanos just by himself. And the fact that he doesn't have the powers, I thought was a very good choice on their part. And those end credit scenes, man, those end credit scenes were fun. They were really cool. Stan Lee had 2 cameos in this movie, which is really cool in my opinion. And the whole teenage Groot phase just was so cool. I didn't mention Groot a lot because, I mean, he's baby Groot and you get just as much of him as you need, and it's not like an overdose of baby Groot. Too much of a good thing is too much, and you do not get too much of Groot. But I thought the end credit scene with teenage Groot was amazing, and the tease of Adam Warlock. Yes, please. Probably not in Guardians of the Galaxy, or probably not in Avengers. Maybe Guardians 3 and Avengers Part 4, but probably not in Infinity War. I would have loved that, but hey, gotta save something for your individual standalone movies. My verdict on this movie is going to be a Blu-ray. In my opinion, I'm going to want to go out and buy this just because it is a fun movie. And fun movies adding to the universe that is the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I think this adds to the universe, and I think it is, it's really fun. It's very, pulling at the heartstrings at some points, and pretty much all of those moments work, and it's just a really great addition to the Marvel Universe, and that's why I'm going to say a Blu-ray. Well, there you go. That's my review of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Didn't mean to make that rhyme, but I'm glad it did. But I want to know what your thoughts are on this movie, and so tell me your thoughts in the comment section down below. Tell me if you think this one is better than the first one. I'd like to hear I would like to have a discussion with somebody about how this one, what this one adds to the Marvel Universe as a whole. So yeah, tell me that in the comment section down below. And if you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you like this video and want to see more videos like it in the future. And thank you for watching this video.